Hey there, and good evening to you. While the sports world sits on hold right now, we hope to get back to normal. We just don't know when that might be. And the unpredictability of this virus, many are beginning to wonder if football season could be impacted. One thing's for sure, though, there's a lot to sort through before we get there.
Those of us in athletics are geared towards, there is our opponent, let's go game plan and figure out how to defeat our opponent. Unfortunately, this has enough changing components that sort of planning and execution is pretty difficult.
With our minds left to wonder just how long COVID-19 will slow our world to a crawl, our minds have drifted to 6 months down the line to the most sacred of sports here in the South, college football.
In some ways, you're at a standstill from a football perspective until we really know more about how this virus, impacts us, longer term.
With spring football likely out the window, coaches and administrators are looking down the line to late spring and summer as possible places to slide their normal routine back in.
Whether it comes in summer or whether it comes in late spring, we're working to get those plans together, what it looks like in terms of an install.
I think there's a couple-week transition period whenever it happens. And I think if we get to the point where we don't open up again until June 15th, I think we need to look at what that transition window is.
Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlesby expects all Big 12 member schools to receive their conference payout for this school year, but life without football could be very different.
Anything that I say regarding finances, it has to make the assumption that we're going to be back to playing football in the fall. If that doesn't happen, then the underpinning of what we've known as normal goes away.
Everything rises and falls on football. It would have major impacts across our communities, our athletic program, the university.
While echoing those sentiments, Texas A&M Athletics Director Ross Bjork said it's too far down the road to know if modifying the football season is a real possibility at this point.
We're obviously slated to open on Saturday, September 5th. I think you have to back up from there and say, okay, here's what the current NCAA legislation allows you to have for, training camp dates. What has to happen, before that in order to prepare the student athletes. Then you have to take from where we are today and move that forward and say, okay, when can we come back together? And those things sort of have to match up.